Hi, my name is Matt. I'm here exposing everything I learned from the three channels that I currently run on YouTube. And this is where we share all that content and hopefully grow together. So tonight I want to discuss with you how I am testing 3 videos a week on YouTube to see what the results are. I'm going to give you some reasons why I'm testing them, and hopefully this might be something that interests you so that you can figure it out. It's especially important for new people to YouTube. So the first item is more uploads equals more data. You need to understand what is working, what is not working, and how it's working. And the only way you can do that is if you upload more videos. Now, the goal here is to not only get more data to learn what works, but it has tremendous quantities of side effects. So for example, if you're going to have a breakout video, but you're going to have to produce 50 videos to get it, that means that you're going to have to do one video a week for a year, one video every other week for 2 years to hit your first breakout video. That's a lot of work and a lot of time to stay positive when everything seems difficult and nothing seems to go your way. But if you're doing 3 videos, then that means that you take basically your 50 divided by 3 and you're down to 20 weeks, which is 5 months. You've cut your time tremendously into chunks that are manageable and that you could easily make and achieve what's going on here. So this is what I mean by more data. You want more uploads, you want more data. Now, the other side effects are, you've, which is point number 2, you're faster learning on what works and you're faster learning about all the tools that are available to you. You need to know what your subscribers are really after and what your new viewers are after. You'll hear me say it 100 times in another video that YouTube expects you to have subscribers that want to watch your videos. So that you need to make sure that they're on topic when they subscribe. So don't get random people to subscribe and watch your videos. It's not going to work. What you want real subscribers. But your videos need to be interestingly enough to not only have these people watch it, but to have and to attract new people to your channel. And so this is where faster learning by producing 3 videos a week gets you to that point 3 times faster than producing once a week, 6 times faster than producing once every other week. Yes, it's a very difficult schedule and it's hard to keep up with. And it all comes down to this is a method to get there, not necessarily going to enable everyone to be able to do it. Some people simply don't have that time. And if you're going slower than that, it's okay. Just know it's going to take longer to get there. All right. Point number 3, more chances of a breakout video and a whole lot more frequency of doing it. This gives you 3 chances a week. Now, we kind of hit on this before, but 3 chances a week and the momentum that you start to pick up when this happens, it also becomes very encouraging because with those chances comes you get a few extra subscribers, you start to build some momentum, you start feeling good about the channel and things start happening a little bit faster. So but the chances of what's really important here, you need that first breakout video. Your idea here at first is to find a way to build enough videos to get to that first breakout video because that's where things with your whole channel can really start to change and blossom into what you're looking for. Point number 4, it helps build consistency. In other words, you're going to start to get into a rhythm. You're going to start to understand what kind of thumbnails work for you, what kind of hooks are going to work for you, what kind of titles work for you, what your subscribers want to hear, what new people want to hear. You're also going to learn, like I did with my solar channel. I went out and started playing with different formats. It gives you a lot of testing time. I played with shorts. I played with intentionally building shorts that I thought were little mini education shorts versus taking something like an Opus Clips or a vidIQ and splitting off a bunch of little videos and posting them. All of them work to some extent, but what I found is the intentional ones that I spent a little bit of time on, and not a lot of time, a little bit of time. Instead of spending, 3 days building a video and editing it and all that stuff, I may spend 3 hours doing the same thing. You spend some time, a couple 5 minutes or so recording it. You work on a little bit of editing to make it as short as possible and as concise. You put some titles in it, you throw it out there. Now you have a test that can validate if an idea is good or not. If it's good, take it to a long form. Point the short as a related video back to the long form and use the momentum to move you forward. And maybe that will be your video that you break out on. Okay. Point number 5, you can improve channel momentum. Now, most of the things I talked about imply that you're going to improve the momentum, but I'm going to go out and say it directly here. The more you work on this, the more you focus on it, the closer you put the videos together, the more time you spend with it, the less, and it's not necessarily the less you forget between them, but the more momentum you build and the easier things get. In other words, when you get to the point where you're trying to do improvements and you're focusing on title, getting one title a week or every other week or a month is very difficult to remember what you were doing and why you did what you did. Whereas if you're doing 3 a week, you're going to notice right away, hey, I did this to this title. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try this to that title. You can test very quickly and turn things over very fast and get to that end result and find a magic formula that really works for you. All right. Number 6, the risk of burnout is not managed. Uh, the the problem here is that you're going to need to be very cautious about burnout. A lot of people really do burn out because they obsess on these things and then they don't take time to do other things. Yes, you need to do 3 videos. No, you don't need to make 3 perfect videos every week. No, you don't have to keep an exact schedule. What you're interested in doing is accelerating the process of learning, of getting videos built, of understanding your thumbnails, of understanding it. The one thing that I use for an example here is if you want to learn to be a world-class chef, you're not going to do it on your first meal. You're going to have to cook, and you're going to probably be a sous chef under a real chef for quite a while. And you're going to have to get some experience. You're going to have to learn all the tricks of the trade and everything. So what makes people think they can walk into making a video and make a perfect video the first time or the first month with no external help and no assistance? It's good to get external help. It's good to help and get others like me and you together and talk about what helps. It's even good for most of us, is really good to talk with someone specifically about their channel and get some feedback on what would help and how it is. Sometimes we put blinders on and we don't see it. Almost all good, successful YouTube people get a mentor or get an advisor to talk with them and work them through some of the problems and help them recognize the things that they wouldn't see on their own. But back to the point, which is burnout. This is something you need to be careful about. You need to make sure you take the things. It's not managed. And if it's not managed, then there's a real chance of burnout. So slow it down if you have to, speed it back up when you can. But my point is that even though it pushes you closer to burnout, it also pushes you closer to success. And there's nothing that gets rid of burnout faster than a little success. All right. The 5th or the 7th and the final skill that's going to pick up, and this is probably one of the most important, is you pick up skill. You pick up skill on finding good titles. You pick up skill on getting good ideas. You pick up skill on techniques for building it. You pick up skill on how to how to put your videos together. You pick up skill on what your viewers and your subscribers and your non-subscribers and the ones you want to attract. You pick up skill on all of this together. And this is probably one of the most important things to do. Like we said about the chef, you need to learn all your pots and pans and dishes and utensils. Well, in your case, you need to learn to be a writer, an editor, a designer, a builder, a construction guy, all of it. You got to do all of it at once. And top of that, you need to learn how to be, to learn editing software, and you got to learn to use YouTube software, and you got to learn to be a statistical analysis. And this list of things you need to learn becomes a full-time job. So at first, the first couple videos, You may struggle with some of this getting that first video or the second video out. But after that, what you want to do is you want to speed the process up and make it go a little faster so that you can get some of this behind you and you can get several of those videos and find your first breakout video, because nothing like success is going to make life better for you. These are the tools that I use to accelerate my solar channel and my Build Unbound channel, and I hope to use on this channel also. I hope this is helpful for you. And if you see something that I've missed, please put it in the comments below. I love to hear about it. I am always up for learning new techniques to make my system and to make my channels better also. That's what this is all about. I hope you subscribe so you don't miss anything, and I hope you'll subscribe so we can work together in the future. Talk to you then. Have a great night, and we'll see you on the next one.